show, a man and his music. And the man is Frank Sinatra.
In the 1950s, Las Vegas was about all the stardom Frank Sinatra ruled. He'd made it big with the Bobby Soxers in the 40s, but by 1951, when Sinatra made his debut at the Desert Inn at the age of 35, his career was slipping. Bill Willard was a writer for Variety.
He was suffering the depths of despond about that period. Nothing was clicking for him, nothing.
And Sinatra's personal life was making headlines.
He just started with going with Ava Gardner, and this caused a great flap worldwide because he'd left Nancy, of course. And
when the Sands opened in 1952, entertainment director Jack and Trotter booked Sinatra and his pals, known as the Rat Pack, in the Copa Room.
What is it, 6 o'clock? What a hollerer! Don't holler!
Next year, Sinatra's career soared with his Oscar-winning performance in the movie From Here to Eternity.
I escaped just like I said.
More films followed, and Sinatra hammed it up on Fremont Street for the premieres of Suddenly and Joker's Wild. Meanwhile, seeing the Rat Pack at the Sands was the hottest ticket in town.
We are also delighted to have in our audience Senator John Kennedy from the great state of Massachusetts.
After their show, Sinatra and friends headed to the lounge. They used to join Dave Burton on stage.
This is this is a picture of the original Rat Pack, which is Peter Lawford, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis, Joey Bishop. Frank was always the leader. Frank was the Pope.
And every night was like New Year's Eve.
It was friendly and personalized, and they were having so much fun that the people just ate him up.
Entertainers Mary Healy and Peter Lind Hayes met Sinatra 50 years ago.
I love Vegas every moment.
I would say that Frank had more to do with the success of Las Vegas than any single person I know.
The couple says their friendship is a lasting one.
If he liked you, there isn't anything he wouldn't do for you.
Caesar's Palace proudly presents the man, superstar Frank Sinatra.
Maybe this time.
Sinatra's move to Caesars in 1969 made national news. Billy Weinberger was president of Caesars then.
He's the only superstar that ever affected the drop. He attracted the high rollers. It was always a sellout performance. All you had to do was put his name on the marquee.
But the face of music was starting to change with Elvis.
Love me do.
And the Beatles.
I have said to myself, this affair never gonna go so well.
But why should I try to resist? Well, baby,
but Sinatra always kept up.
Now we had other icons that came along, but I'd say he still maintained his precedence, and as chairman of the board, #1 icon.
And now the end is near.
And he probably always will.
And in it,